Hello, dear friends. I'm fighting against three giants, my dear Sancho: fear, injustice, and ignorance, said Don Quixote of La Mancha. Opinion piece: 1111 portal, corrupt federation, era of divine justice, whirlwind of change, Cannibal solar storm, dawn of a golden age. It's not the end, but the beginning. 71 countries affected by the reset. Let's start. The 1111 portal has been a very important cosmic energy alignment that has opened a metaphysical door, whose energy has awakened greater awareness and intuition in sensitive people. In numerology, 1111 is a master number linked to spiritual alignment and new possibilities. This period often coincides with increased lunar activity, intensifying the emotional and intuitive field. The energy of the 1111 portal is already influencing us. Sudden revelations, new ideas, and an understanding of people's intentions are signs of early activation. Perceiving subtle signs, repeating numbers, and unusual thoughts indicates that you are in tune with the coming shift. This period is characterized by heightened sensitivity, rapid changes in perception, and subtle yet profound transformations in daily life. The portal energy doesn't wait for the date. It manifests in advance, silently, preparing us for transformation. Cannibal storm. Powerful solar storms are possible on Wednesday, November 12th, when two coronal mass ejections are expected to impact Earth's magnetic field. In fact, the two storm clouds could merge and form a powerful Cannibal storm. Cannibal coronal mass ejections contain shock waves and intense magnetic fields that amplify solar storms. The last time one occurred was on April 15, 2025, and it caused a severe G4 class storm with auroras visible as far away as France. Acceleration. The mission hasn't slowed down. It's accelerating faster than ever, according to Ethan White of Gaystellar. The global operation is in full swing, and we are not in a final phase. We are in the midst of a sustained and increasingly intense struggle. This isn't the end. It's the home stretch. Tactical units are working tirelessly. New bunkers are being opened every hour. New names are being registered. More people are being freed. The operation is underway, relentlessness, and gaining momentum. Forget the idea that this is nearing its end. The courts have had to open spillover zones. Intelligence is arriving faster than it can be processed. Guantanamo has become a centralized network, with Alaska, Diego Garcia, Greenland, Iceland, and the Norwegian archipelago of Svalbard now activated as processing centers. These sites are not public, they are sealed. The operation's reach has expanded to include 71 countries and 14 ocean bases under intense activity. High value rates have been confirmed in Papua New Guinea, Seychelles, Iceland, and the Black Sea near Sevastopol. Each of these targets was identified using real-time Starlink surveillance. Every time a figure from the dark side breathes, it is recorded and cross-referenced with a database. This week, a major blow was dealt. A global artificial intelligence control center, operated from a Swiss-Dutch funding network, was dismantled mid-activation. This system was designed to connect injected individuals via antenna feedback to a registry that could remotely access, monitor, and manipulate specific populations. 16 encrypted neural control panels, 48,000 petabytes of biometric code, and a population genetic imprint map labeled on a level 3 obedience grid were recovered. Elon Musk authorized the immediate sterilization of this network using an electromagnetic pulse through the Starlink Orion array. A second tunnel system stretching from Peru to Uruguay was located using Starlink thermal anomaly scans. At least 6 active tunnel systems connected to the Vatican have been confirmed, although 4 have been neutralized. Starlink's new dark zone protocol allows for the detection of underwater and camouflaged aerial escape craft. 4 clandestine submerged vehicles were identified hiding beneath the Indian Ocean. A quantum relay vessel attempting to escape Patagonia toward the Ross Ice Shelf was intercepted. The flow of data and confessions is now so extreme that there have been deployed mobile court units to Kazakhstan, the Alaska Range, to prosecute the Hollywood and Silicon Valley elite, and the Canary Islands for hearings related to maritime detections of minors. The Marshall Court includes General Eric Smith, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, and 3 unidentified civilian advisors linked to GISARA intelligence and financial recoveries from covert operations. This is not the end. This is reality in the midst of a mission. The dark side is crumbling, but it has not yet disappeared. That is why every second counts. That is why operations are being intensified, not scaled back. More bases are being mapped. More children are being rescued. More secrets are being revealed with every sealed file opened by digital forensic units. Nothing is being left to chance. This is a comprehensive operation by land, sea, and air, deep underground and in orbit. Nothing can stop what is coming, because it is already here, and it is not over. Not by a long shot. Corrupted Federation. Ismael Perez speaks of the collapse of the old world order and the end of a corrupt federation which combines geopolitical, technological, and spiritual elements. In his view, the old world order, characterized by a corrupt federation that has exerted control over humanity through political, financial, and technological structures, is being dismantled. This process is being driven by a coalition known as the F Alliance, which is fighting against the corrupt control system powered by a rogue artificial intelligence, along with multidimensional beings and advanced technologies. It's a repetition, paragraph repeated. The coalition of worlds is not only hidden from our view, but also impervious to our physical reality according to Kavamur. The Pleiadians claim that there are 968 bases on Earth, and that any one of them can occupy the same physical space as any other solid matter in our reality. Their ships can fly through mountains and volcanoes as easily as they fly through the air or over water. Joe Rogan had a vision of tall, thin people with large eyes and heads. He was describing his Syrian soul family. Breaking news. The dollar plunges after October job losses. President Trump announced $2,000 payment for most Americans. Stock rise on expectations of government reopening. Panic has erupted in dark-side circles following this CNN report. In quotes, dozens of subpoenas have been sent to intelligence personnel since 2017. All of these subpoenas originate from Florida investigators. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has announced that his government will begin sending Syrian refugees home, declaring that the civil war in Syria is over and that there are no longer any grounds for asylum. And there is not any need for asylum. This is a bad translation. Unprecedented changes. We find ourselves immersed in a whirlwind of constant and unprecedented changes. So it is good to rest, seek stillness, and the unconditional love of Mother Earth and the divine within us, according to Judith Castle. Much of humanity is going through this stage in this time of awakening. Your spiritual being has turned the page and is ready to move forward. It is only the current level of human consciousness that resists change, although more and more people feel within themselves that the current structures are nothing more than mere illusions at the service of those who hold power and maintain the structure intact, said Kesheras. According to Benjamin Fulford, the collapse continues. We are in a very dark period. There is turmoil and unrest everywhere. The wicked are desperate and dangerous because they know that the collapse of their regime will mean courts and sentences for many, if not all of them. The White Hats are ready to collaborate with the emerging multipolar world on behalf of humankind. All they need is to help to remove the wicked from power. These corporate government owners are the ones who are bankrupt, not the people. Green light. According to Steve Biko, the quantum financial system is ready. Gold-backed currencies are being activated. Debt is being eliminated. Freedom is returning. This is the Great Awakening. The moment humanity takes back control. The reset isn't coming. It's already here. The age of deception is over. The age of divine justice has begun. Stand firm. Trust the plan. God always wins. The White Hats are about to dismantle the dark side internet and replace it with Starlink. Social Darwinism doesn't work. Empirical materialism doesn't work. Trickle-down economics must disappear. Our current paradigms are not working for a world that works for everyone, like the one we are building and ascending toward. The power of beliefs based on falsehoods is diminishing, thanks to the light reaching Earth. Earth's vibrational level spiraled downward, and we are now in the recovery phase. As Matthew Watt said, in quotes, after darkness entered this universe and plunged into the abyss, the collective consciousness of some civilizations, through one self-destructive era after another, has been able to break free from its dark grip on a third-density world and embark on the path toward a peaceful and compassionate life. From this dualistic loveless swamp into which the third dimension had evolved, we ascend to a more celestial weather in the fifth, some even to the seventh dimension, and find ourselves on the cusp of a golden age. This is the time spoken in the sacred texts, when evil runs out of time and must leave Earth. This is not a time for cowardice, hesitation, of shirking responsibility. Matthew Watt says our staff family believes we have a role to play in the fight against evil. The councils maintain that the reign of darkness on the planet is over, and that it is the responsibility of the people to take legal action to prosecute the guilty. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.